Anyway, back to Dota.
First game, Vendetta won pretty heavily. It was about even in kills, pretty much, but all right. So welcome to game two between Vendetta and Shadowkillers. First game, Vendetta won pretty heavily. It was about even in kills, pretty much, but they had Faceless Void and Drow and the Tiny that was just running train on Shadow Killers. They had a Weaver. Shadowkillers had a Weaver that didn't work out too well for them. Um, kind of got shut down early in lane. A little bit, maybe the incorrect item build. So we'll see if that was a problem, especially with the Juro Silence. It's really a good Weaver counter, especially with the static Storm as well. So Shadowkillers didn't like that Faceless Void. Faceless Void was picked by Vendetta Gaming this time. So Faceless Void is going to get banned out first stage. Vendetta Gaming just kind of banning out the PA. Nobody really likes playing with the high nuke damage of PA. And plus, if you ban him out, you have access to a little bit more of your squishy supports and squishier heroes in general. But really, Vendetta had not too many problems with last time, so they are just gonna ban out Wraith King. Guessing they're banning out. I'll have to ask them later why they were banning out Wraith King first. I'm guessing that they don't like to deal with his reincarnation. I'm guessing. So it's a first pick Razor. So Razor's always a good pick to basically nullify out some of the damage, the high damage dealing characters. Um, One of the better picks against like a Troll Warlord, a Drow, just anybody's that or Lycan as well. Just anybody that's dealing out massive amounts of damage, Razor can just soak all that up and just dish it back out. Plus, Razor is always a solid mid, so showing off the mid early, I'm guessing this is going to be a Razor mid. And the first pick for Shadowkillers is going to be a Dazzle. So Dazzle's just one of your safe supports, works very well in conjunction with other melee carries. So actually, unless they do still have the axe option, axe is kind of overpowered right now in the current meta. Just everybody's probably facing axe that's just romped on all of the squishy supports, and you know when you one of my favorite things to do is get two stout shields and just run behind the tower and just eat up all the creep waves whenever you have a dual melee. So the axe is still open. Axe actually would not be that bad of a pick against a Razor. You soak up axe damage, who he's not going to carry. He's just going to counter Helix Whirl you, and he's not even good. So Lich is picked up as a second pick. So supports are picked. You have to think that Shadowkillers is going to try to get some type of lockdown, something that's going to keep everybody locked in close together so that Lich Ult can just run train through the middle of. So might see a Tidehunter pick here, maybe a Magnus pick for Shadowkillers. Heck, why not even go old school? Even go Darkseer. I'd like to see a Darkseer. I haven't seen one in like 5 months. Competitive match. For Data Gaming, you have two Juggernaut. Okay, I was about to say you have two squishy heroes right off the bat. Juggernaut's a very good pick. Probably the most overpowered. Well, next Troll. It's between Juggernaut and Troll. It's the most overpowered in the. Juggernaut got that huge buff as like I think it's what +7 agility for the stat build. So Juggernaut just, his agility increase is just godlike now. So the Silencer ban is coming out for Vendetta. Silencer would have been a good pick for them just so far, but they're canceling him out, so you gotta think that maybe they just don't want to have to deal. So you might actually see another Disruptor pick actually coming out for Vendetta. So we'll see, because Wizard of None did a pretty good job in the Disruptor with those timings. Let's find out what the next ban for Shadowkillers here. Oh, I'm sorry, I'll volume on, sir. So hopefully that'll let you hear me a little bit better. Sorry about that. Alright, so that is going to be a Shadow Shaman ban next. Really, Shadow Shaman? I'm not sure Shadow Shaman is the best option to ban out right now. I guess with the Shackle really keeping them in place for the Razor is a good option with some of the steel, but we'll see. Really what they're going to want to do to combat this Juggernaut, they're really going to want to grab somebody that can lock him down. Had they not already picked the two supports as a Lich and Dazzle, I might have wanted to see like a for Shadowkillers to lock down a Jug. Again, Tidehunter would be a great option for Shadowkillers. Maybe Tidehunter. They are banning out the Troll. They do need a good carry though that can dish out some damage. They got Tidehunter and a Magnus with a Troll that they banned out, but I guess they don't want to give another crazy heavy damage option to Vendetta. Would possibly be enough, but they're going to have some scary push damage coming. Good pick. Centaur Warrunner is one of my favorite picks. He's so versatile, especially when he has heavy right-click damage on him. I like this pick from Shadowkillers. As long as they have good conjunction with their carry. They can axe, okay. I do like the axe pick from Vendetta. If he can get next to Lich and Dazzle, he could definitely eat him. Really though, you want with axe, you want to pick him when they have heavy right click for melee. Range can normally kind of nullify axe down a little bit. And they're trying the Viper again. Okay. Shadowkillers did pick Viper last round. He wasn't really... He didn't do too bad, but... I mean, could have been worse, I guess. So, we'll see how this Viper goes out again. Because, I mean, with the Razor, the poison damage could be good against him. The poison's going to hurt, but if Razor picks up like an early mech, that poison just going to get shrugged off. Crystal Maiden, okay. Crystal Maiden may not be best pick as long as they can keep her safe. But with a Blink Centaur, I want to say if the Centaur gets a decent farm in his lane, he's going to eat that Crystal Maiden. But you got to think that this is going to be Crystal Maiden safe lane, farming Jug on safe lane, then Razor middle, Axe off lane, which that does leave an option open for a jungle or another support for a tri lane. Which you're getting some pretty... Viper with a mech, Centaur War Runners, tanky as all hell. You know he's right-click brute. So that really leaves a lot of options up. Oh, Luna pickup. Okay. So that's not bad. Especially against Axe, that's a good pick. Especially with the Eclipse. So that should work out pretty well. Now if you're in Vendetta facing this, might want... You have your Axe off lane. I actually like an Enigma pick. Enigma could work very well. Legion Commander, okay. So this is probably a jungling Legion Commander, I'm guessing. So we'll see how this works. Alright, so we started with Vendetta last time, so we'll start with Shadowkillers over here first. So we have Chewbacca on the Viper again. Beige Stack on the Dazzle. Triforce on the Lich. Shadowkiller on Luna. And we have Centaur Warrior. Oh, I like that set. On Meisterman. Armahan. Yeah. Alright, and on the Radiant side, we have Wizard of None on the Crystal Maiden. We have Adani on the Razor. The Finn on Jug. Broops on Legion Commander. And then we have Get Wrecked on Axe. Ooh, that's a pretty cool axe set too. I like that one. Alright, so no tangos for the axe. He's just straight up just one health pot, ring, shield, and again you're... Ooh, we have 4 actually contesting top up here. So last time Shadowkillers did get the first blood on the rune, and they did get both runes, but they did end up losing that match, so not too bad right now. Crystal Maiden is going back to block up the lanes, as is Axe. And looks like they're just going And okay, so the runes are going to get split, so. So, bit of block from Crystal Maiden there. So nothing too fancy as of yet. The set our plasma field was used, so he's gonna have a little that charge back up. This axe is actually gonna struggle in this lane, I wanna say. Against this tri lane, this is all ranged. This is gonna be one axe that is gonna struggle to no end. I can't see him being able to get in. He does have the first point. Or counter helix, sorry. And this... Oh, that's a nice misclick coming out for Luna. And it is going to be enough to let him get away. With, might have been able to have enough had he not misclicked on that. In fact, yeah, he would have had that misclick. So anyway, let's get these last hits up here. So Juggernaut doing pretty well so far. Be expected. Center Warrunner getting a couple hits. Did put a point in return over his double edge first, so looking like he's not going to be too overly aggressive or anything. And this is probably... Oh, if it wasn't for that one miss, that would have been a dead Razor in the middle. Again, not much action. This axe has to be really, really careful. He is going for Berserker's Call, so... Let's see, still not much. This Legion Commander is kind of going to be a little bit slower. There is an Invis rune up there that I haven't picked. This axe isn't really able to get much here. Again, he's got one hard lane with all. So the invisibility rune is going to be picked up by the Crystal Maiden, so we'll see if she's actually able to use it to any effect. But this Centaur Warrunner's still pretty tanky. He's got the Stout Shield. He has his protection on, so see if he get the jump on him. You'll probably see her throw out. See in field. A second, a Frostbite. Right, nothing. Again, not any rotations or anything. This Legion's kind of farming. Really probably won't see anything kick in until about the 7-minute mark, say. But the call did go out, and there's some big counter helixes going out, but it's not going to be enough. This Axe wants to dive, and the Axe actually might go down here, but Luna doesn't have any mana for the Lucid Beam, but Axe is going to go down to the poison from Castles, so that's the first blood going to Shadowkillers. And this Luna's going to pop the pot and go right back into farm. Again, that's what I was saying about this tri-lane with putting an axe in it. It's just not going to be the best. Might want to think about maybe even sending Crystal Maiden up top and just letting Juggernaut kind of solo farm this lane. Because Centaur's not the worst to lane against, especially if you are Johnny on the spot with your spins, getting the magic resistance. He can't really do much because his double edge is magic damage. So meanwhile, in the middle lane, it is pretty even right now. So in the CS, but that's not going to be enough poison damage to do anything. But Chewy Baka was taking a lot of hits to the tower there. While this Jug is still just slowly farming away. The Viper is just, he's had enough, he's just going back. The Razor is working towards kill, it looks like. At least a Wraith Band, so. And let's see. 30 was popped in. That might have been a little bit of a mixed click from direct, but he's going to get out perfectly fine. Not doing too terribly considering the lane that he's up against with that try. The Centaur does have his Tranquil Boots up, so be able to see him be aggressive in this lane now, especially with Wizard of None being that weak. He does have his 6. In fact, he could kill Wizard of None right now if he really wanted to, but he's not doing it. He's just backing up. Had he charged in there and got the double edge, well, maybe not, because he didn't level double edge first. I know when I play Centaur Warrunner, what I do, I'd put a point in my stomp, because it's a 2-second stun as it is, and sure, when you level it up, you get an extra 50 points of damage, but if you think about it, it's not that much. So really, you want to put 1 point in your stomp to start off with, and then start pounding in the points into your double edge. So you go 1 in your stomp, and then you put 2 in your double edge, put 1 in your return at level 4, and just keep maxing out your double edge until, that way it's got that heavy, high damage nuke that you need against these early squishy heroes. So again, if Shadowkillers, you do end up watching these videos, just a little bit of friendly advice from one Dota player to another, in case you, again, take it or leave it. But that's just how I play my Centaur War. But, alright, so Wizard of None is kind of focusing more on his Arcane Aura, so that way it helps Axe out a little bit. Do have 0 rotation from the Razor up top. Not a whole lot of damage coming out. They're really trying to get some early farm into this Legion Commander. It does have the duel up. Axe did get a call off, but these ranged And the axe is going to go down to the Lucid Beam. That's a level 3 Lucid Beam, so that one, axe one heck of. And this Legion Commander wants food so bad, but I don't think if he runs in, he might be able to get that Lich. But the ult is popped, and 2, and he just didn't get that duel. I would be calling BS on that one if I was that Legion Commander, and it's not going to be enough right click there. And the Viper's here, but that's going to be a dead Viper. And, there's a double kill just from good Q push. So, Razor is going to get out of that with 34 health. And meanwhile, the Centaur Warrunner is going to go down to the Juggernaut there. And Double Edge was thrown out, so free Frostbite and the spin, so I'm guessing he just kind of... She locked him down, he just spun. She did almost go down. Again, had he kind of did his levels a little bit different and not maxed her turn, he probably would have been able to kill her. But I understand wanting the level return. So, it's a healing to help pop him up, so... And Legion Commander is moving into lane now, so we're going to see him. Oops. At least I say him. I guess I should say her, in case you are a girl Dota player. I'll just say her from now. So, Legion Commander's a girl, we'll just say it for that. Okay, so, back to lane. It's looking like the Centaur is starting to build up. There's a spin. The charge is going to be used to get out, but Lich charges in, and he's going to get back out. Again, Haste Rune is going to be picked up by the Viper there. So, Viper is going to probably, it's looking like Viper's thinking about engaging on this Legion. And wants to go, but he wants that Legion Commander to get a little bit more damage. So they want another support. So the Dazzle is coming in for the support here. Get back, Legion, get back, you're getting too greedy. And there's the Viper Strike, the Lucid Beam, and everything's going out on that Legion. That's one heck of dead Legion Commander, so... The kill is going to go to the Luna. And meanwhile, that lane, the Lich has moved down to help support this Centaur Warrunner. It's looking like he's just rushing into his Blink Dagger, so... And there is a rotation here on the Viper. Alright. And the slows are so real between Dazzle and Viper. There's a dead Razor, so Viper is getting the kill. So it's looking like Viper is just going straight for Yasha here. So no mech on the Viper, at least not yet, or at all. Commander is working straight into Blade. So no early Blink Dagger on Commander, just straight into Blade Mail. A little bit of harassment on Centaur Warrunner with the Frostbite going out. She did have her ult popped, so still. This Viper is also going for Yasha as well. He really just skipped his boots too, which makes me wonder if he's going to go into maybe like a fast BOTs. But Centaur Warrunner's ult is popped, mainly probably just for some escape there. Juggernaut too. It's looking like he's going into fast KB maybe? So I'm not sure. It's looking like these slows are just so bad for this Razor. So the Razor is going to go down for a second time. This time the kill is going to the Dazzle. And let's switch to the network. So the Viper is ahead on net worth right now. The Jug in the second. So Jug's still doing fine. The farm. Really want to see Luna at the top of things, but if you're Shadowkillers, we'll see how things go. Oh, and Shallowgrave is going to save Viper from that. So, you know, at first I didn't even think about Shallowgrave. Axe's ult does go through Shallowgrave, so I didn't even think about that possible combination of just Legion Commander going in with a duel and Axe just going for the dunk. That's going to be one dirty combo if the game does take that turn. Again, the ult from Centaur Warrior is going to be popped for the escape. And Luna is just free farming up top. She might get a couple hits on this tower. I doubt it will be a serious push, but this tower should be going down within a couple more rolls. They are going to ping it out for defense. Legion Commander, like, she's going to go up there. That, if Legion Commander does have enough mana, but she doesn't have the overwhelming odds to get that first little extra kick of damage in there, and Luna's fast, so she can probably just, turn around and get out of that. Her ult is up as well. No creeps around, that's business. So they are moving up towards the Luna. Comes the Blink Stomp, and that's poor Razor's going down again. But the Crystal Maiden ult is going to be enough to kill off the... That's a double kill. So money is getting plugged into the Juggernaut train, so... I'm guessing that Mithril Hammer is going to be... Okay, it's going to be a Desolator. So that's a little bit different from the current Jug meta. The current Jug meta is normally going for Morbid Mask and then get your Mask of Madness. Mainly just for the attack speed. You want to put a couple points in, I think it's mainly just your crit. I think it's your crit, your spin, and then you put a bunch of points in your stats, because that's really what gives you the extra damage with. And it lets you get off your ult and then go right into spin. If I'm thinking of it right, if I'm wrong about that, feel free to correct me. So. Alright, but Axe does get the Berserker Crawl off that. Battle Hunger, sorry. Missed the Berserker Crawl. Viper is still slowly working that Yasha, which should be up in middle tower is going to go down to the Viper though, which Vendetta is looking like it's pushing to this bottom tower here. This Legion Commander still has not won a duel. There's been a couple close ones, but this Legion Commander really needs to be falling. Alright, the duel goes out on the Viper, but Shadowgrave's going to come out. Legion Commander, you gotta start following around that Axe. And, okay, so that's a dead Legion Commander and Razor again. So, did that go to... Alright, Luna did get the kill on the Razor. Really what Vendetta needs to do right now is they have to have Axe get his Blink Dagger, Legion Commander needs to get her Blink Dagger, and they just need to go on a killing rampage. Just Axe get that Berserker Call in, keep him in position for a little bit, and then just get the dunk as soon as you get that ult off. But it looks like Axe is trying to finish up his Blade Mail, I guess. I would want a fast blink, but to each his own. So, Axe has to be careful he doesn't get spotted out in that camp. And Centaur Warrunner is teleporting bottom, so you might actually see a little bit of action, but Juggernaut's just getting out of the way. Bounty Rune does go to Viper. He's going for his Manta now. So really not a whole lot of fusion or thing really going into effect here. The Luna does have her Helm Dominator up. So, again, might want to try to see her pick up like an Alpha Wolf or something just for the extra aura damage with it. Stacking camps or something. But that is going to be one dead jug. Like 5 seconds. That's one dead jug. Oh, he lived! But yeah, the poison is going to be enough. There's the Blink Stomp. And the Lich ult is going around, bouncing off. And that's a dead X. Though the Razor should be enough to get out. Ooh, just click on my part. And Razor turned around and just got nuked down. So maybe not the best time to try to fight that, but meanwhile they are pushing the top lane. But it's just the Luna, but if she chases, it might have the clearance for the kills to actually... Oh, her ult was popped, so I guess it doesn't even... is... She has another chainmail. Again, maybe bought an extra one or something, or... I'm not sure. So we'll find out what she's building. And Axe is again going straight for Blade Mill. And there's the duel on the Dazzle, and it is not going to be enough. He just can't catch a break. And this might be a dead Legion. Lucid Beam might come out. The Jug ult is still down for 40 seconds. There's a spin. But it's not going to debuff that. That's one of the main reasons why I buy a Mantle with just for that. Diffuses everything, gets rid of all the stuff. And why can't I think purges everything? Alright, so Vendetta is really... They have potential with these team fights, but they are just getting caught out of position all over the map. The Jug's down, the ult was up, but again, Centaur is so tanky with that Shallow Grave. It's just going to survive. And there's Dazzle gets a little bit of damage bonus. Vendetta really needs to start 5-manning if they're going to pull the Steward win. They have the potential with their team. They just have to get the jump and, you know, maybe not get caught out of position. So we do see Shadowkillers grouped up and starting to push bot a little bit. They do have some nice, really nice aggressive wards here. So they can see everything going on in the jungle, and the Axe might get caught out, but this is probably a dead Razor with all these slows. And there's Razor down again. And it's looking like it could be another dead Legion, but no, the speed's going to be enough. The call just coming out to kind of stop some with spells, but that's going to be a dead Axe as well. So that's going to be a 2-for-0. Really, whew, I didn't even look at the score. It's 21-8. Okay, Shadowkillers. Let's take a quick look at the gold. It's 4,000 gold lead. Shadowkillers and about 9,000 points lead. So they are moving into the Rosh. Armlet Courage is on. Or Medallion of Courage, sorry. That's the Medallion of Courage. Alright, Medallion of Courage, so that's one. Alright, we'll see who they give gauges to. That's different. They're giving it to Centaur. Okay. Centaur does have his Blink Dagger and the Blade Mail up. So he's going to be a big problem in a lot of these fights now. Especially if he's getting hard, this is going to be a serious struggle for him. Jug is going to get caught out. Jungle did spot him, so... There's a stomp, double edge, charge. The ult comes out, but it's not going to be enough. The spin's not going to protect him from the range, and he goes down. It's a mega kill streak for the Dazzle. And this is looking like they're going to get caught out of position again. They saw that the Jug died, so it's not sure why they're dead. He just wants a kill so bad. Broops is going balls deep for these kills, but I'm not sure if he gave up a duel, so it could have been worse. There's a line. Probably saying, don't cross that line. Alright, the Blink Stomp, Double Edge, Blade Mail. Dual Blade Mail's coming out, and that's a dead axe. But just a little short for the free. Otherwise, that might have been a dead Centaur War Runner. Still, game is not over. I've seen bigger comebacks, a lot worse. And the main thing for Vendetta to turn this around, they're going to have to stick Axe in the front line. They're going to have to get him a Blink Dagger. He's going to have to actually get a good jump in. And then as soon as Axe gets in, and he has everybody locked down, you have to have your Legion Commander. Again, you don't want to do a Blink Dagger. A Shadow Blade would work. Anything so that he can get in there, just jump on whoever's weak, preferably that Dazzle that, you know, can't throw down the Shallow Grave, but even if he does, you'll have your Axe there with the dunk. You're guaranteed to get your win, Commander. Because I give the late game to Vendetta, hands down. But it's all about actually getting Vendetta his food. Legion needs the food. She's hungry. And this might be, that's just a panic, freezing field coming out, and it's not going to be enough. Again, the Shallow Grave's coming out, it's going to save him. Viper does get the bonus damage from that. And Axe is hopefully farming up his dagger. Roops. I wish you could hear me right now. Follow your Axe. Not your nose. Fruit Loop joke. And the ult is coming out just to kill Jug there. Oh, cool. So BKB is about to come out on the Luna, so she's going to be really dirty really fast. It's looking like Viper's going for BKB as well. Lich working into his Ags, and I'm guessing this Centaur War Runner is just going straight for heart. There's the Blink Stomp, Blade Mail. And he does have charge still. He might... Had he charged and did the double edge, that would have been a dead axe. But the rest of the team was coming in, so I guess it's too bad of a decision to fall back. Alright, and the slows are coming out on the Razor. And let's see, still no ult out of the Centaur War Runner yet. Blink is up. Oh, but oh yeah, okay, Razor did go down. A little screen there. That's a mega kill streak for Viper. It is 30 to 8 with a 10,000 gold Luna. This is gonna get really dirty real fast. Dazzle circle. Oh, and poor Crystal Mage just getting caught out. And the Dazzle kill is gonna. Oh, didn't even see Luna pop in there. So Lucid Beam's gonna be the last hit on that. BKB is. Aegis did just expire on the Centaur, so. Which this Axe desperately is trying to get his Blink Dagger. So hopefully he'll get his Blink Dagger up fast here. And really want to know what this extra chainmail was. There's Lich Ult, and that's... Oh, they kind of lucked out that it popped. That one creep. Tower he's going to hit her. Is going to get caught. That's a mega... It's mega kill streaks for everybody. Everybody's got one. Except for Port Lich. One day Lich. Soon. Which actually you're probably close to it already. That and Centaur doesn't have either. He's been a part of a lot though. Check that out real fast. 15 assists. So he's been all over. So now it's Shadowkillers' turn to kind of run through the jungle a little bit. It's looking like Juggernaut's working towards Battle Fury. I guess it could work. Again, the main thing is it's just going to all be engagements between you. It's a Dead Razor. Sorry, I almost missed that. So one more kill and Lich will be in the Mystery Club. And this is the Freezing Field's going to be dropped, but she's just going to kind of run out of that. And hang out. Lich Ult is going to go around. That's a lot of jumps. The Jug Ult is going to kill off the Centaur Warrunner though. And the Blade Mail's coming out and the Legion. This could be your first duel. You can get this. You can do it. Turn around, work with your axe. No, Froops, come back, come back. That could have been your moment, but it's all right. Just keep up. Guessing you're going for Assault Cuirass. All right, so you just want to get that extra armor and the attack speed. All right, so Viper is done with his BKB. Just slowly pushing in the lanes, and Rosh is going to be going down again. Probably going to give it to him this time, I'm guessing. This is only the second Rosh, so... And Froops trying to go in there, steal the Aegis, I'm guessing it just didn't work. It's just running train. This is most likely to give a dead Crystal Mage as well. Stomp is hurting. Alright, and the Jug might get caught out. I think he has enough speed to get out. He's had his phase boots, so. Luna is the fastest character with base speed, I think. Not mistaken. So. Dazzle is going for a Bloodstone, so there's one fat Dazzle. 9-1. Oof. 7-0 Luna. So might see a little bit of engagement. This is... Oops. You're gonna get caught out again here, bud. And this is gonna be a very dead Legion. Dead Wizard if not. It's an 0-6, 0-6, 2-13. I feel your pain, guys. The high ground push should be coming here soon. You were in the wrong part of town there, so. Hey, Danny, getting caught out. Well, going shopping. There's a wicked streak on. Meanwhile, Axe is pushing that, so I'm not sure if they're even going to go back and defend. They are. All they got to do is push high ground. Axe does have his Blink Dagger up now. That is good to know. Luna, all it's going off in the Axe. Actually backed up just enough, it really didn't even hit. So, Stomp did miss there, so. Centaur Warrunner has that hard up. Centaur gets that hard, it's just dirty. This is going to be a laner Axe here. Not really much. This is, it's a level 20. Stomp on 2, there's the double edge, and there's Dead Crystal Maiden. That's a godlike streak on the Luna. Whew! And that's going to be your middle racks. This might be GG coming. That's the GGs. Alright, so Shadowkill taking game number 2. Vendetta versus Shadowkillers. We should see Ancient Pop. No, I guess they canceled the GG. Not. So I guess the game's gonna keep going. But the Axe is gonna go down. And the courier gets killed as well. But Rosh will be up in another 5 minutes. And these are good as absolutely just melt. These are There's... Oh, no mana for the stomp, but they're not even going to need it. Oh, and that's a godlike Dazzle. It's not something you see every day. This Dazzle has been pretty spot on with Shallow Graves this whole game. Just saying, Vendetta, if you do watch these games, Axe's Culling Blade does go through Shallow Grave. BKB, all that, it goes right through it. So, just a little friendly advice. What's next? Alright, so game number 2 does go to Shadowkillers. Good game by both teams here. Alright, again, Fuzzilith, WhiteRabbitCasting. Again, if you are interested in us casting for you, you can contact us through Twitch, YouTube, Twitter. Happy to cast for you. So, we'll talk to you later.